Hello and welcome to E-MultiSkills video tutorial. In this video tutorial, we will see how to create a user in MySQL instance. So I have a MySQL instance 5.6 which is installed on Windows system, and I have to create a user onto the instance so that the user can log in either from locally from the system or from the remote system. So how do I do that? So first of all, you need to have an administrative account so that you can create the user. So I'll say mysql -u root -p and the password. Sorry for the typo. The password is now entered in. So you can see I'm onto the MySQL prompt. So first of all, let's check the user which are already existing onto the MySQL instance. So the command to find out that, select host comma user from mysql.user. Just copy and paste this command and you will be able to see the user. So as of now, you cannot see any other user apart from the root which is existing when you install the MySQL binary, and by default this is going to exist. So in this demo, what we are going to do is we are going to create a user which will be able to log in from the local system, which is my local host. So the command to create the user is create user. In single quotes, we will say username @server. That means the system from where the user will be able to log in, identified by password. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a user called testuser, which will be able to log into the system from the same host where my instance is running. So the command to do that is create user. In single quotes, username is testuser @localhost, everything in single quotes, identified by some password which is also in single quotes. So you can see query okay, so it has executed successfully. Now let us see what is the result. You can see the last one, localhost test user, has been created. So let's verify if the user has been created or not. So we have verified it using the uh, select host comma user from mysql.user. Now what I'm going to do is we'll say mysql -u, and we will feed in the username and the password. This is the user, and password we will feed in manually. The password is test user password 1. So you can see I'm able to log into the MySQL instance, but I'm not going to do anything because I haven't given any privilege to that user. It is just I created the user and I'm able to log in locally from the same system where my MySQL instance is running. Let's exit out of this and connect again using the root user. Now what I'm going to do is I need to create a user who should be able to log in from any system. It should not be like the user is able to log in only from the local system. So what I will say, create user. In single quotes, I will say username @star. Star stands for from which server, from which system it should be able to log in. So it should be able to log in from any system. So the command is create user. In single quotes, username the server IP. It's in single quotes. It is star. That means everything, all, identified by the password. Well, let's find out how the result looks like. So you can see a test user 2 has been created, which is on star. So this particular user will be able to log in from any system, irrespective of the system. This should be able to connect. So this is very important when you work in MySQL instance. So you need to ask the requester from which system the user would be able to log in. If there is no such request, it should be username @localhost. If there is a specific request, then you have to make sure that you ask the IP address or the host name. If it is like from all the server, then you have to make sure that you put the star. And just to verify that from which host it should be able to log in, you have to verify if it is a star, it is from all the instances. It is localhost, it is from the local, it is from the same system where the instance is running. If it is a specific IP address or the host name, that means from that IP address or host name that a user will be able to log in. So this is how the user is created in MySQL instance. So I'm on MySQL 5.6, and I hope this is going to help. Thanks, and thanks for watching.